All right, it's time for some more real estate tips and education with Team Ruggles. We work out of Atlanta Communities in Cartersville, Georgia. We're serving Bartow, Floyd, and Gordon counties in Georgia. The phone number there is 770-240-2000. It is a directory, and you can choose my name, Eric Ruggles, or Kim Ruggles, my wife, and we both can answer and handle any real estate questions and needs you have. If you want some more tips, you can always go to my YouTube channel, www.youtube.com/@Eric Ruggles. Hit the playlist, Real Estate Atlanta Communities, and you can see all kinds of different presentations about different topics in real estate. So what we're talking about today, okay, Real Estate Agent Code of Ethics, professional standard for trust, integrity, and excellence. All right. Honesty and truthfulness. You're always going to have to present facts accurately. No exaggeration or misrepresentation. Say, I don't know when you are unsure. So basically, you have to be honest with your clients. All right. That is one of the main things that you have to be upfront and honest with them. If you're not, you're just blowing smoke, and people can tell, and it's not going to give you a good reputation as an agent. 2, fiduciary duty. We talked about that last time. Client interests come before commission, loyalty, obedience, disclosure, confidentiality, reasonable care, and diligence. If there's information, tell them right away. All right. Make sure that you're disclosing everything so that the owner of the house, if you're selling a house, doesn't get in any trouble with it or loses the contract because of it. You're there to serve the client, all right? And you're there to help the client basically get what they want out of either selling or buying a home. Full disclosure. Reveal known defects and material facts. Disclose conflicts of interest. Protect client decision making. All right. Any known defects, you have to disclose it up front when you're selling the property because it's going to probably get caught in an inspection anyways. So you're going to have to just reveal that and be honest and upfront with the seller that, hey, you know, there's ways we can work around it. We can take money off the price if they want to fix it themselves, or we can fix it, or whatever needs to be done. All right. Disclose conflicts of interest. That would be if you are an agent and let's say a relative's an agent. All right. And you are selling a home, and the relative of you it has a buyer that wants to buy that home. You have to disclose that you guys are related. All right. So those are things. Full disclosure. Confidentiality. Protect client information at all times. Never share motivations or financial details. Confidentiality survives closing. All right. Basically, you don't say anything. You're going to have to ask questions such as, you know, what do you owe on the house, and so forth. Again, that's to help them figure out maybe what price we need to have in order to make what they want to make off the home. Different things, reasons why they're selling, maybe a divorce. You don't need to be telling anybody, hey, it's a divorce, let's go. They're very motivated, and you could probably get this house pretty easily. All right. You can't do things like that. You really have to protect your client. And basically, discussions between you and client, their personal things are between you and them, and no one else. Fair housing, we've also talked about that on another presentation. Equal treatment for all clients, no discrimination or steering. Comply with fair housing laws. All right, so basically you can't discriminate. If it's a neighborhood that has that is basically non-Christian, it doesn't matter what other religion it is, and these people that you are helping find a home are Christian, you can't steer them away from that neighborhood if they want to look at a house in that neighborhood. If that's what they want, that's what you got to do. You're basically there, again, to serve the client. Professional competence. Stay educated on contracts and laws. Know your market. Seek help when outside expertise. All right. You need to know your market. You need to know basically certain neighborhoods, what the prices are, schools, any other type of um, things going on in that area that might help sell a house or basically help you get a buyer into what they want. Um, if they ask questions about mm, things that a lawyer needs to answer, or even maybe a loan officer needs to answer, you can direct them to them, or you can find out the answer and get back with them. Don't try and be a lawyer. All right, you're not. You're a realtor. Okay. So professional competence. Know your area. All right. Just know your area. Truthful photos and descriptions. No deceptive pricing or scarcity. Market honestly. All right, so basically you can't really like Photoshop in different things uh, that are going to that are not realistic, that are going to make the house seem magical or mystical or even great. All right, um, basically the pictures are the pictures of the house, and you need to market it that way. Compensation transparency. Explain how you are paid. Disclose referral fees, no hidden incentives. Be upfront with them. Just tell them how things are, what the percentage is, and all of that. And basically, this helps them get an idea of how much money they could be getting back and what maybe they need to sell it at in order to hit their goal of money that they want if they're selling the home. All right. On the buyer side, it helps them know how to budget and what they need for closing and so forth, uh, because they're going to have to add in the realtor fees as well, the commission. Okay. Respect for others. Professional conduct with agents. No sabotage or misrepresentation. Fair competition. I mean, we're all in this together. You need to respect other agents. And basically, if there's information you need to give them, you need to give it to them quickly. You need to work with them and basically working with each other in order to close a deal successfully. Accountability. Own mistakes. Correct issues promptly. Document actions. You need to document everything that you do in because if you've made a mistake, you can go back and correct that issue, and it does need corrected immediately. All right. Sometimes when we do contracts, that happens, and it just needs to be done or redone correctly. Legal compliance. Follow all state and federal laws. Never assist fraud. Refuse unethical requests. That's just basically you being ethical. All right, you being are making good decisions and not bad ones. All right, client education. Empower clients with facts. Avoid pressure tactics. Support informed decisions. Um, if they want to do something and legally it's against the law or something that you don't think is a good idea, you can talk to them about it, educate them about it, and basically help them understand, you know, that's not going to happen. Uh, for example, if a seller wants to sell their home at a price that is way out of market, you can say, hey, I mean, it's your house. You can list it at that, but it's going to be on the market for a long time because it's not falling within uh, the comparable prices of other houses in this area. And therefore, if you have it that high, you're definitely going to have to start dropping prices. We start dropping drastically, people are going to think something's wrong with the house. If it's sitting on the market for a long time, people are going to think it's something's wrong with the house. Um, that happens. People want to make a lot of money off their home, and sometimes they want to sell it for something that they really can't sell it for. So you have to educate them, talk to them, and let them know, hey, we've ran these comparables. This is the range that you can go in. We can start at the high end of the range and work from there. All right. So, stewardship of trust. Handle transactions with care. Treat clients like family. Protect long-term interests. Example, we had a client that had to get out of the house immediately. They weren't prepared for that. We went and helped them move. All right. We had a client that was out of town. He lived in a different state. He was selling a relative's house. It needed cleaned up. We went and managed and made sure that things were being done, as well as even helped pitch in to clean. Those are just things that you sometimes do in order to help your client out. Sometimes they can't help it, and you are there to solve issues. Reputation first. Think long term. Integrity builds referrals, reputation over transactions. Be consistent. Be consistent with good decisions. Be consistent with treating your clients like family. All right. Making sure that you are dealing in their best interest. Just be consistent with those things. Moral courage. Do the right thing always. And that's for everything you do in life. I mean, you always want to do the right thing. Even when it costs time or money, ethics defines professionals. All right? You want to be professional, you have to be ethical. You have to do the right things. That goes a long way with a lot of people. So, hopefully you've gotten a good idea of what the ethics standards are for realtors. We do have to go through continuing education, and ethics is one of the things that we do every 36 credit hours. So we have to do that. And basically, this has been Team Ruggles out of Atlanta Communities in Carsville, Georgia. Again, we serve Bartow, Floyd, and Gordon counties in Georgia. 770-240-2000 is the phone number. And if you're looking to sell, looking to buy, you want some trustworthy realtors, that would be us, Team Ruggles. Eric Ruggles and my wife, Kim Ruggles. Give us a call. It's a directory. You can either pick my name or hers, and we can get back to you and help you out in any way you need. All right? And again, please subscribe to my channel. It has other tips as well as other playlists on it that might be interested to you. www.youtube.com/@EricRuggles. Thank you.